The Chinese people seldom say love. So even a pair, they want to get married or they want to propose. Maybe the man, he will still ask 你中唔中意我啊 and then maybe the lady will say 中意啊 then they will get married. But of course, in nowadays mind or in Western mind, 中意 maybe you will ask further. 中意sounds too not sure enough. You can like anything, anyone, right? But do you love me? And then maybe the lady still say 我中意啊 or the man say 我中意 okay, because some of course some older generation or some traditional people even can be quite traditional, even they're young or they're timid, then they still won't say 中意啊 won't say love 佢哋why they get married 佢哋中意大家嘛 we also say 佢哋係啊，佢哋中意咗㗎啦，佢哋互相中意啊，會公司話佢哋互相佢哋相愛啊，咁佢哋結婚啊，咁of course nowadays會use more 相愛啊or愛啊 ，OK， but still will say just 中意啊 and then so here 中意水果you can understand you can say 中意一個人 but 中意水果，OK， sounds quite fun OK。嗱，佢就唯有喺地上擺放 I think you misheard 擺放 right 擺放you can just say 擺 that means you put something, you lay something on the ground or on the surface, that is 擺啦。So two word is 擺放 one word is 擺 okay, of course in spoken we can just say one word 擺啲水果啦，擺啲水果喺地上面啦，又俾阿嫦娥食啦，係咪？咁擺啦 OK you place or lay OK, that is 擺啦，擺放 also mean place. So actually of course 放咧 when you just put down something you can say 放低本書 OK, put a book on the table then is 放 OK, put down your key that is 放 right, just put down. But 擺咧 that means you usually quite a number of items that you place them maybe in a good order, you put spread out on the ground or on the table on the surface, then this 擺啦 OK, so yeah, but we can also take it as just put down something. For example, where is the key? 擺咗喺台度咯。You won't spread out your key, right? Or you won't put them in an order, right? You just put it down, okay? So you can still say just say 擺, but actually the 擺 the meaning of 擺 usually should have the meaning of putting the things in order or a number of objects, okay? So that's why we use 擺放 okay? 擺 and 放 okay? Sometimes we say 放好sometimes we say 擺好in spoken we just use any of the two terms, any word from the two terms, and then we just take it as a similar meaning. Actually the word itself is not have different meaning, and then when we join them together, then we also combine the two meanings. But when we speak, we can use either word, and then we can still have the same meaning, not the added meaning. Okay, so 擺 just 擺啦， 擺 can mean 放 can mean 擺 okay, okay, so that yeah, if you really want to say that I put something in a good order in spoken, then we say that 我等我擺好晒啲嘢，擺好晒啦， that means there are a number of objects. That means I just not I don't mean that I just put it down, okay? I spread out, I put in good position. Yeah. You can say like this. Yeah. Of course, it is not a must that you really display it in a very orderly way. But 擺放can mean you at least not just hold it down or just put it down. You need to maybe put in a good position at least. Okay, 就係擺放But because for example 台上面擺放咗一個花樽 ，OK， then of course I will think that the vase is put in a good position. Okay, you won't just put it down. Okay, okay. But if you say that 隨便擺 if you really want to show that just put it down then you say that 隨便擺得啦或者掟喺度啦 you can say 掟掟咧 that means you just put it down without any arrangement, without any even just in a very careless way. 就咁抌喺度啦，唔會爛嘅。紙嚟啫嘛，書嚟啫嘛，就咁抌喺度啦something like this, okay 抌掉我放means more in a leisure way when you even in spoken you say 擺好啲啦，擺放好啦 then really means that you really have to arrange, okay yeah okay so now right 掟咧 actually 掟咧 means throw, okay actually 掟 means throw so it means you put down something in a quite a leisure way that means you don't need to pay attention to it 放喺邊隨便掟埋一邊啦掟邊度都好啦for something that you don't want don't need caution or you don't want to pay attention to it then you just say 隨便掟啦that means anywhere okay anywhere just put anywhere 隨便掟啦隨便放啦 you can just throw嘢 you can just 放咧 usually you really come to the place and then you put it at least you put it down okay 跟住放啦掟咧 that means you can put it down maybe before you reach there okay yeah just 掟or 抌埋一邊啦掟埋一邊啦or 隨便放啦 when you say 隨便 that means in a leisure way in a carefree way you just anywhere okay no need to put it in order to put it down carefully no need but you say 放especially when you say 放好放好啲喎 that means you must put it down carefully okay 望住個月光嚟到紀念睇得個咧 you can omit 望住月光 yeah of course 月光 is one way and then you already omit 就一啦 you don't need say 望住一個月光we don't need to say 一個月光we omit 到一 and even 個月光 omit 望住月光嚟到掛念太太啦想念掛念或紀念you can say they are the same but usually 想念同掛念咧係 for person紀念咧 sometimes we can say to remember something that have happened or to remember some you can also remember someone but you can also mean you remember something some events or some stories or some happenings or even some mishappenings okay but 想念掛念咧如果掛 is hanging when you hang something in your heart of course我哋係心入邊掛㗎嘛 okay so when you hang something in your heart just like you hang some clothes in your wardrobe usually if you don't care about the clothing you don't hang it up you just throw it anywhere okay when you hang it up that means you take it seriously okay so when you hang something in your heart that is 掛啦 okay? Because 掛 means hang up okay so you 掛念someone you put that person in your heart so 想 means use your brain your mind so you think of someone so when you think of someone of course you can also think of something but not only think on 念 that means you keep remembering okay so you think and then you keep remembering so of course that is someone important so 想念 yeah 念 tongue six 念 I think yes so yeah so maybe when we are doing story we don't go to the writing maybe now we really end our class so next time This time, maybe before we starting the class, we practice some words. For example, 念啊、想啊、I think 掛 have you practiced 掛? Yeah, so we can practice all those words next time. Remind me when we start, so that we will have enough time. So 念咧 is n n-i-m n sound 念 yeah 掛念想念 yeah 記 yeah n and then n-i-m you remember when you say close with the m close tightly your lips and then keep it now you forgot that you have to keep the n inside 念 yeah keep the shape okay don't 念 already before people can hear you clearly you already release no don't release yet okay keep it okay so continue 望住 means look at something for example when you are driving, you need to look out from your window. 喂，要擰轉身望喎，要望下你右邊喎，要望下你左邊喎。Usually in spoken we use 睇。So that's why you don't know 望 usually we use it in written, but we can also use it in spoken. For example, 你望住晒，做乜望住我啊 ？Why you keep looking at me？ 你望緊乜嘢啊？你做乜望住個女人啊 ？Your wife may ask you， 你做乜望住嗰個女人啊？Usually when we say 望咧，we say you look at something, your attention or your eyes focus on something, okay? If 睇咧 maybe you just for example when I in the shopping mall I just walk a while and then turn my head and then look at here, look at there, then that kind of look we will say 睇啦。隨便睇下咯，你睇唔睇到啲乜嘢冇啊？睇唔到乜嘢啊？喂，你仔細啲睇下。You really want to say that you look at something clearly, okay? Make sure you won't miss it. They will say 你仔細睇喎，你留心睇喎。We can add 留心啊、仔細啊，that means attentively instead of just say 睇 ，okay? So 睇 itself doesn't have the giving attention. You just 睇下咯，隨便睇下咯。你正話睇嚟睇去乜你睇唔到有個人跌低咩？冇啊，我周圍睇下咋，冇特別留意啊。留意 means pay attention 啊。But when we say 望咧，你做乜望？Usually add the word 住望住，that means you keep looking at someone or something。你做乜望住個女人啊？你總之係你做乜望？你就好想 say 你做乜望嘅咧？就 mean you even you just take a look and then you turn your head。Your wife can still say 你做乜望個女人啊？冇啊，望咗一下啫嘛。我仲係望咗一下，你望住好耐啊 ！You see the difference? Yeah. 望一下得唔得？Even you just take a look. No, okay. You are not allowed to look at any lady besides me. Okay. So 望一下得唔得？睇一下得唔得？Here 望一下同睇一下咧就升啦。because 望一下啊嘛。Even the 望 itself can mean attentively, but because 一下 just 一下喎，so you cannot pay attention. So here 望一下同睇一下係 is the same. 我望下啫嘛，睇下啫嘛，望一望啫嘛，睇一睇啫嘛，they are the same. But if you say 望住咧，或者望實，你做乜望實晒個女人啊？或 even we use another word 及實。Sometimes I don't know whether only the Hong Kong people or all Cantonese people will say that we use 及。Usually we should use for those men looking at ladies, so you know what kind of looking, okay? What kind of looking when the man 及實個女人及住個女人，so some wife will say that 你及住個女人啊，你及到實晒啦，你做乜正話及實嗰個女人啊？即係 that means she has your wife has already paid attention to you for a long time, that she found you looking at that lady not only for a long time but with certain expression on your face, with appreciation or even with something, okay, shows your at least you like the lady, okay. So that's why your wife is angry, okay. So she used 及啦 Okay, yeah. So usually when we use 及咧, we refer to the man. But nowadays, because men and women are equal, even the women maybe are so bold to look at any man they like attentively. So nowadays we can also say 你及仔，你做乜及住嗰個男仔啊？你靚仔咪及咯，即係 sometimes the younger generation can say this yeah. But in the past 及 is not so a standard term. It sounds not too polite, especially when you use on lady or when lady use it. But nowadays is okay. So 及啦、睇啦、望啦what 及 means you look at someone very attentively, even with certain expression, show that you really have interest in that person, or you staring 就係actually 及實 can have a meaning of staring, but because staring we can say 凝視. In written Chinese we say 凝視. That means you really look at someone very attentively. 及咧 you can say that it is a spoken colloquial phrase for 凝視. Okay, because 及咧 really have a meaning of a very looking very attentively. Okay, but because originally the 及咧 should refers to a man looking at a woman. Okay, so you cannot totally replace 凝視, because when we say 凝視咧, we can look at something and then thinking of something. That means we look at something very attentively, but we are thinking. We are not thinking of something bad. Maybe we are thinking about some concept or some ways to do something. Okay, so when we are looking at something, it doesn't mean that we show any preference or we show any of our inner feeling. But when we use 及咧, no matter man or woman, we usually can see from their expression that you really have a strong interest in that person, right? So that you 及啦. So different. Actually, there are difference. Yeah. So if we don't want to particularly refer to a man or woman looking another person, but we have the meaning of looking attentively and then thinking, then we can say 入神. 因為你做乜望住個電腦入神啊？就 mean you are thinking. 入神啊，神 means 就神仙嘅神or 精神your spirit. That means 入 means enter. That means you means that you are totally absorbed into your inner spirit. That it seems that you are not aware of anything around. You just look at something and then think that is 入神啦。你睇乜嘢睇到咁入神啊？So if you don't want 凝視咧，we use 你咁入神，睇到咁入神嘅。But we won't say a man looking at a woman. 你做乜睇個女人睇到咁入神啊？Usually we just say 你及女啦，及仔。入神 usually means you are thinking of something maybe in depth or philosophical or spiritual or thinking of something great. 就睇到你睇完。Sometimes when we are watching TV, we can also seem motionless, but our eyes is looking at the screen. But it seems that we have some expression. Maybe it seems that we are thinking, or we are startled to think of something. Okay, so that is 睇到咁入神啊，睇到定晒，心口先睇到定晒，睇到對眼咧眼定啊！我哋做乜眼定啊？Sometimes we can also say a man looking at a woman 睇到眼定。So this is a better term, because when you keep looking at someone, it doesn't mean that you are thinking something bad, okay? But when you 及咧, when you wish to look surely you are thinking of something, right? So the 及啦, okay? Really your inner feeling can be seen from your face already. So that is 及啦. So seems quite similar in meaning, but actually cannot be totally interchangeable. Yeah. So about the difference. Okay, so I think now is nearly time. Then we have few more minutes in lecture, so let us continue. Now 從此就 means from now on. 從此從 you have learned that 從 that means from here to there, that is 從啊嘛。此 that means here, this point. That means from this point, from this time, from now, okay, and from this time go on, then it 就開始咧就係拜月亮呢一個民間嘅風俗啦。拜 means worship， 拜係啦。從此咧就民間咧就係啦，從慈山從慈烏從慈烏從係啦。So you must go back to the basic sound for practice. Now you see that I have already posted all the basic pronunciation on the ICAC YouTube channel. So you better go back to listen and tune and then practice again, so that you can keep your standard. Okay? Yeah. So 從此咧 from now on， 拜月亮咧就成為咧民間嘅風俗啦。民間咧就係last time I've told you 民 that means people。間咧 actually you can say 間 is the space between some dimensions. For example 空間 that means space. For example the space of your dining room is quite big, okay? So 你個飯廳空間 space 空間好大喎 ，okay? So 民間咧 means the areas between the people. That means around the people lah, okay? Yeah. So the worshipping of the moon become spread out, okay? Spread out among the people. That is 民間 among the people 啦 ，okay？ 喺民間度咧就傳開去啦，傳 means spread out 啦，傳開去。That means you can just say 傳開 ，okay？Already means it is spreading out far away. 但傳開去咧，because 去 means go 嘛。It seems that the action is still going， 就傳開去啦。So if you spread out a rumor， 將呢個 rumor 傳開去，將呢個 rumor 傳開，你生實傳開去 ，since the action is still going on, okay? You add more forces to that action of spreading out. 將呢個 rumor 傳開去，將呢個謠言將呢個傳說呢個 legend 傳開去so 傳 means spread out。傳開去嗱 we hear once again of this sentence, okay? 嗱中秋節 ，okay？ 嗱 just now I missed the 中秋節啦 ，you know it already， 從此咧中秋節拜月啦，拜 means worship 啦，拜月呢一個嘅風俗 means the custom。This custom, this tradition 風俗風 means the wind, okay? 風俗咧 means the culture, the custom, the tradition, the 風俗okay? 從此咧拜月民間即係 among the people 咧 they worship the moon 咧就 becomes a 風俗 a custom, a culture 就傳開啦，就拜月。呢一個民間嘅風俗咧，傳開咗啦。嗱，you can say傳開去，you can say傳開咗 Okay, so also add the rhythm, add the